when I planted a small flower garden in front of my home. I never expected it to ignite such hostility. Roses, lilies, and lavender grew beautifully, attracting butterflies and children's smiles. To me, it was simple beauty, not rebellion. Then came the letter. A formal violation notice from the HOA. My garden was labeled unsightly and against community rules. Alongside the notice was a hefty fine. My hands trembled as I read their accusations, anger mixing with disbelief. How could a few flowers threaten anyone? My garden was life, joy, and care nothing like the ugliness they described. Neighbors whispered their support quietly, but most feared speaking aloud. The HOA had long ruled through intimidation, threats, and fear. I refused to bend. My dignity mattered more than conformity. I gathered photographs, documents, and every message exchanged with their board. Court was intimidating, but justice demanded courage. I walked inside carrying only evidence, determination, and the belief truth would prevail. The judge listened carefully. I explained my garden's purpose: peace, healing, and a connection to nature. My voice refused trembling. HOA's representatives argued rules were absolute. Their arrogance filled the courtroom, certain their power would once again silence an individual. But evidence dismantled their claims. Photos showed neighbors' far worse yards untouched, proving selective enforcement and targeted harassment against my garden. The courtroom shifted. Gasps, murmurs, and even smirks appeared as HOA's credibility crumbled under their own contradictions and double standards. The judge ruled against them decisively. My fines were erased, my garden protected, and the HOA's actions deemed discriminatory abuse. Relief swept through me. Tears blurred my vision. Not from defeat but victory and ordinary. Homeowner proving courage can beat oppression. Words spread quickly. Neighbors once silent began speaking, sharing hidden frustrations and stories of intimidation. The HOA's facade of authority cracked. Residents united, demanding accountability. Meetings turned heated. Board members resigned under pressure. What was once fear became empowerment for everyone. The garden that sparked conflict became a symbol of resilience. Its flowers now represented freedom, justice, and defiance against tyranny. Children laughed louder. Neighbors lingered longer, and pride replaced fear. Community finally felt like home, not dictatorship disguised as order. The HOA lost more than a lawsuit. They lost control, reputation, and the blind obedience they once weaponized against residents. I look at my garden today and smile. Every bloom whispers, stand tall, fight injustice, and never surrender dignity.